Hello to you. Welcome to today's messages. And what they have in store for us, we don't know. But we move forward with hope and peace and the willingness to reflect, to consider, to engage, and to release whatever needs to be so that we can move forward with our day just a little bit more blessed, loved, and lighter. Okay. Let's start with an Arcturian card. A key from the Arcturians to unlock this passageway that we are about to enter. Okay. It is balance. Excellent. The energy of balance helps you recognize yourself. You're honest about your feelings, and nothing will disturb your balance when you recognize your own truth. Make sure you find harmony within yourself first, and then seek it out in other sources. Okay, but you are the one true and original source of all things. And so everything else will be like a temporary band-aid, a temporary fix. When you can tap in through your own resources, get high on your own supply, it's unlimited and it's long lasting, right? You never have to wait at the corner for somebody to bring you more stuff because you've got it. Okay, you've got the stuff. Okay, there's my references for you today. But we are chemical beings. Like, our bodies produce chemicals and we get addicted to them or reliant on them or whatever. And it's not about not producing the chemicals or not even having a reliance on them. It's about choosing which ones we produce, right? We can get addicted to feeling trauma, the chemicals that are released and then start to create environments so that those chemicals get another hit, another dose, right? So, and same with happy, oxytocin and love and all of the good chemicals that our body produces. Make more of those. You should feel light and bright and happy and gay and all of the things. Gay the old English way, or whichever way works for you, because it's about you and yours and your kind of magic, your combination of chemicals within. Yes, check out the pineal gland and all of the gorgeous things, chemicals that are released. The happy chemical, I forget all of them. I think oxytocin is the love chemical. Manas. Okay, manas. The meerkat. The keenly intelligent meerkat finds joy in family and kin. Each individual contributes their own strengths to the betterment and success of the clan and society. Lessons learned by one generation are then passed down to those that follow, continuing to strengthen and protect the clan. As much as Mana speaks of the joy of clan and kinship, this rune represents the rational mind and intelligence rather than emotion and instinct. When you're presented with this rune, it's time to leave emotions behind and return to the rational. It references the seed of divine intelligence in the human soul and our united collective potential. This is a time for the mind, memory, and learning. Humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, and learning. Okay, so, I mean, in all things, balance, right? In all things, moderation. And so, yes, okay, time for thinking, learning, and intelligence, but balanced with all of the other things is what I am going to add. But certainly learning, right? Learning increases our capacity to understand. And the more information we have to move upon, the more successful the move can play out. So, yes, learn about all the beautiful chemicals that the pineal gland and your amygdala or whatever else is creating for you. Okay. 2 of Wands flipped. So this is balancing your worlds while you are in between. You are creating a world while leaving the old. It's kind of like transferring information from your old cell phone onto your new cell phone. There's this period of, waiting. right? Waiting for the data to be synced. There's also a familiarizing yourself with the new device. Okay. What else is there? Maybe revisiting some things that you forgot were on your old device that you're like, oh yeah, do I need that? And considering, do I need that on my new one or can I let that go? What's happening here? What's going on? Something's happening. My brain. My brain is happening. There, there, there. Okay, we're good. That, and this. Okay. Well, that's a big one today. Okay, well, let's start. Let's start. Experience. Yeah, you're using your experience. This is you going through all the old things on your old phone and deciding what's going to get transferred onto the new world, or the new phone. Okay, this is you standing in this on this perspective, being able to see through the veil, understanding you've got the philosopher's stone here, you've got the balance of the masculine and feminine with the straight lines and the circles, right? Which is masculine, feminine circles, masculine, straight. And then we have this new world being built. You've got all your experience here in your Technicolor dream coat, right? Which is all your experiences, your stepping stones, your past versions of self. Okay. And then we have coming out of your protective zone, but cautiously. Cautiously. This is kind of like waiting for the new device to be ready to use. And you're kind of standing on the edge, watching that loading bar or whatever, wherever you want to take the analogy. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we've got going within or going without here, the heart, masculine, feminine energies. And then we have things happening behind the scenes. We've got the devils and introspection. Okay. We've got celebration and balancing of all of your realms: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, grounded, meditative, outside of the busyness, and connected to your divine spirit team. Okay. We've got patience and your spiritual garden blooming. So this is good. This is where you needed to go to realize, recognize, sort out this introspection, this considering the versions of self that are of value and maybe holding you back. Um, Sometimes they're versions of self that need love, need acknowledgement, need recognition, need to be integrated, right? So this is the spiritual garden journey here. And then this patience here. Okay, so this could be, well, adversaries, things that you come up against, things that come up against you, things that stop your forward movement, things like thoughts, feelings, um, beliefs, mindsets. These could be external as well, blocks, uh, detours, walls that appear when you're trying to head into a direction. And also with the patience on the things blooming, I'm getting like the old world was like a karmic one with all the blocks and the lessons and stuff like that. And this process of transferring onto the new world, takes patience, and it may not seem like this is what's happening, but it is. You are transitioning into the new world. Okay, we've got the transformation. Okay, so this is it. You've transformed and are celebrated for your transformational efforts, okay, through this spiritual blooming garden here that you've been tending to. And you've got your intuition here, and that's exactly your connection here through your balancing, grounding, and connection to higher self. This is what strengthens your connection to your inner knowing and your intuition. And that is exactly who overrides any adversaries that come your way. Okay. Externally, seeing it as it is, feeling it, whatever. And also, um, the thing that is like when a thought or a limiting belief or mindset comes in, your intuition is the one that pipes up and says, this isn't actually serving you. Feeling this way, thinking this way, whatever is not serving you, try this other way, right? So that's that. We've got the sun and just some lingering things here that need to be released. Some things that are still holding you back from leaping, jumping, going all in. Okay, so we've got this figure, super colorful, lots of potential, right? We've got these swords in the background that seem like they've been removed, but these two here that are still red are pinning the hand back, right? And so I'm getting a sense of still in progress, still the last couple things that need to be dealt with before stepping out. And then this illumination of the sun. This is success. This is shining light in all the dark areas. Um, this is also like success. It's life giving. It's beautiful. So I feel like the sun here, because of your transformation, is helping to illuminate those last few little things that need to be dealt with and considered. Okay, so we've got the star coming right after the sun here, and it's almost like once you embrace the full illumination of yourself, burn away those last couple things, you become a star if you're not already. This, could be past, future, past, present, or future, depending on your timeline and your growth story, right? And then we have passion, passionate movement here. Intuition and patience. So it's like taking passionate action, being patient on when you take passionate action, and using your intuition on when, or sensing, I don't know, maybe feeling passionate movement coming towards you, perhaps. I don't know. It's okay to not know all the time. You let it go, and then, maybe later. Have you ever totally lost the name of something that you totally know what it is, but for some reason, because you're thinking so hard on it, you just can't find it no matter what? It's like sneaking around a corner, and every time you come around the corner, it sneaks around the next corner, and you're like, you kind of saw it, but not enough to actually remember what the hell the word is. And then the minute that you stop thinking about it, usually like when you're going to bed, or when it's no longer relevant, all of a sudden, boom, it's this word, and it's like, aha, okay, truth. So consolidating the energies, I feel like that's exactly what we were just talking about. When you think too hard about a thing, or want too hard or want too much a thing, it's kind of like chasing the thing around a corner. It's like chasing butterflies instead of creating an environment that the butterflies are attracted to, right? It's a whole different use of your energy. So this is the consolidating the energies. This is kind of taking the two and leaving the rest. Okay, and I feel like this is definitely part of the experience, your introspection, this moving on to the new world, right? It's like when you move and you are going through all your stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that are no longer going to work in your new environment. So you let them go. So you just go through, you take the ones that still are relevant for you in your new now, and you leave the rest, okay? So this is what this process of world jumping is all about. And this is the sort of truth and destiny, okay? And so this truth is what cuts through and cuts away all the adversaries that come up for you, whatever they look like, okay? And your connection to your higher self, your intuition, and this balanced state, plus your experience, right? Experience plays a role in how you understand and navigate your world, right? Okay, so that's that. Whew. I always get the heat flashes when spirit is around. Spirit in the sky, it's where I'm gonna go when I die. And something laid me to rest. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. I don't think that was a channeled song. I think that was just words that made me think of a song. Okay. Ace of Cups, the overflowing cup, the you version of you that spills out full of liquid sunshine, spills out into the world. I think this is what you've transformed into and what is being celebrated, right? By other people with their cups. Everybody's cheersing themselves with each other. Okay. But yes, your cup is full of liquid sunshine. And it's through this transformation, you've transformed into a vessel capable of holding liquid sunshine. And that's what's beautiful. That's what makes you a star. Okay. And you, as the star, the cup, you are filling with yourself. Okay. If that makes sense. It does, energetically. Your joy, your faith, your compassion, your love, This is what the liquid sunshine is. This is what your shining power does. And this is why the overflow of it is oh so good. Warm, life-giving. Yay, juice. Strength. Okay, yes, there's a strengthening of your intuition and your connection. Okay, so that's beautiful. And I feel like this could be a hesitation with self, you could be a little bit like apprehensive about your own power, which we can, right? This fear of failing, fear of success is a two double-edged sword, right? And there could be some holding back because of, well, I mean, being conditioned to be less than, to not shine too bright, to make yourself small. This is a hard program to uninstall, right? Like these could be the last lingering little things. Like you're shining brighter than you ever have, but you're not shining the brightest that you could. And there's still a little bit of that, like, okay, I'm brighter. And yeah, I can already see that there's a bunch of people over there that are like putting on sunglasses, and a bunch of people over there that are just turning around and walking away. And I'm okay with this. I can handle it. It's fine. That's part of my shining. But you're still not just like, boom, here's my shine. Deal with it. Okay, so that's gonna take dedication. And I feel like you're doing it. You're doing it. You're dedicated. You're dedicated to the process, to your own up leveling, to this new world you're trying to create for yourself that's beautiful and abundant and life-giving and glorious. Okay, gorgeous. Life can be that way. Life can be that way. If you're too busy, life's too complicated, you got too many balls floating in the air, let them go. What are you doing? Make life simpler. Life can be simpler. Life doesn't have to be so cray-cray. Life is what you choose it to be. And if you, in your right now, are looking around and being like, what the heck is going on with my life? Well, that's an indication to alchemize, to change the thing, change the piece of coal that may be your life right now into a freaking diamond, okay? By blasting it with your star power, as only you can. Okay, and the magician, alchemizes, turns one thing into another, and uses sun power and focuses on star power. Their magic is the sun. Their magic is the liquid joy juice. And the world will be better for it because you are beautiful and blooming and shining and gorgeous. Okay? So this is your new world coming to you. It's en route. It's in construction mode. Okay? It is happening. And that's a beautiful thing. You got to trust it. You got to have faith, and continue to speak your truth where you are. Where is this one going? Where are these guys going? Well, shining, speaking her truth with confidence, it's dedication. This could be that passionate movement that you are patient for, that overrides, well, the truth overrides the darkness here. And the world over here. Because this is how you affect the world, by shining and alchemizing and being gorgeous. Okay, there you are, after you've removed those final little thorns. And now you are jumping for the joy juice, the good chemical producing. No, that's your pineal gland and your amygdala. Is it amygdala? Okay, see, I need to learn. Okay, signs and synchronicities, follow them towards your self. Okay. And there are lots of signs and synchronicities, and it's your perspective and your free will, your mind that chooses to accept them as signs and synchronicities or just coincidences. But in the spiritual realm, there are no coincidences. They are signs and synchronicities. Coincidence is a synchronicity. Okay. It's the universe lining up to show you your power, your presence, your thoughts, creating things for you. Okay. Let us see if there's any other cards that want to come out today. This one. The Two of Cups. What a beautiful, beautiful one for right there. Okay, because I feel like this is the world that you're birthing. One where this is your balanced union. This is when the masculine and feminine go within the heart and they come out to overflowing cups. Okay. And it's gorgeous. And this is the world that you're creating, a world where two overflowing cups can tsunami their joy juice and it uplift the world instead of what tsunamis do in this world. Beautiful. So I think the Lovers would be a beautiful card to go right in the center. But we can feel it. Oh, Seven of Cups. That one's good too. This one's good too. This is about the luck that starts to happen as you overflow, as you spill out, right? Your signs and synchronicities, the luck behind those moments that line up and get out ahead of you and make things work. Okay, so I was over on Denman Island and just exploring around, driving around on the roads, checking out what's down this road and houses and stuff like that. And there was a hitchhiker, this woman. So we stopped and picked her up, and she was going to pick up her kid. Anyways, it was this whole thing. Back near the main part of town, which is by the ferry. And there's a few other roads we were going to check out that we ended up driving past because now we've got this extra person. And so we just drove straight there. And then it was about 20 minutes before the next ferry. So, but we were there already. So we're like, okay, we'll just go to the ferry. Well, we were in the last vehicle of the second lane. Okay. And within that 20 minutes, 5 lanes filled up. Okay. And I'm not sure that everybody got on that ferry. And so if we hadn't have picked up that hitchhiker, we would have kept, gone down those alternate roads that we saw that we passed by, and we would have gotten there later, and the chances of us getting on that ferry would have been slimmer, right? And so these are the things that these little signs and synchronicities, these moments that happen out of our control, out of what we were anticipating or expecting, that end up working for us, right? And when you're in a flow state, when you're in this non-resistant state, like we could have dropped her off, turned around, said, we got 20 minutes, let's go check out those roads back there, right? But we went with what was happening, and in doing so, we were rewarded. We not only got on the ferry, but we also got a really nice spot on the ferry so that we had a good view, right? Like, so there's just these. This is the luck. That's what I was talking about. The luck, right? And how that overflows on others, I guess. Because we were there early, I went to the washroom and then noticed there was a ice cream stand, coffee stand, muffin stand. And so I stopped there and I grabbed myself a ice cream cone for the ferry. And right, so that's the overflow. Now I am buying something off of somebody, and now they're benefiting from us being there early, which, if we got there any later, we wouldn't have time and that wouldn't have happened, right? So this is how overflow can affect others. This is just one tiny little example, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, well, that's it. I don't think there was any flippers, so we'll call it a day with those. And we'll move on to the crystals. We'll ask the crystals what they want to say. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? They want to say, hey. And they're so slippery. Okay. Speaking of scat, why do they call bear poop scat? Anytime I hear scat, I just want to. Okay. 11. Beautiful, beautiful 11. Okay. And we've got 11 in this card of gorgeousness. So that's already a beautiful confirmation. 11 is emotional freedom. Yes. Courage, action, and release. Hallelujah. Each emotion naturally moves like a wave through your body. Oh, and my throat chakra just did a little thing, but it's still holding. It's still holding. It may crack a bit, but it's good. Okay. Like a wave through your body, it gains strength, reaches a peak, and with time fades into the past. This is true for both positive and negative emotions. Allowing these emotions to flow through your body is a natural, healthy process. Holding an emotion beyond its peak causes an emotional blockage, restricting your life's fullest potential. This card is a sign to release any recurring emotions and their associated behavior patterns. You may consider attending a workshop, engaging a healing practitioner, or undertaking your own inner work. Whichever path you choose, your emotional freedom enables deep inner peace. Absolutely. And this could be it. This could be the last little things that are holding you back, is this recognition that, if you need to speak your truth, that your voice is going to shake, or that you might cry, or, all these other things that keep us from, well, I don't want to do that. Like, I remember I would never, I would get talked over anytime I would try to speak what I was feeling, how I was feeling, or whatever, and would be gaslighted out of it or denied or whatever, right? And then I started clamming up and holding it in and keeping it in because it wasn't being received, right? And then as I started to push through to try to be heard, to try to speak my truth, oh my goodness, I would immediately start bawling my eyes out and kind of have to yell and sob and, scream it out just to get it out of me as I was pushing past these emotions and this tendency to want to suck it back in, hold it back in. This is why they call it bottling it, right? You just stuff it back in there. But you need to feel it to heal it. And so free yourself from the confines of your own resistance and do it. Do it anyways for your own peace and for your peace. There's unconditional love there, and for the peace of anyone in your life who could benefit from knowing your truth. Right? Like, you may have done something which on the surface looks one way to another, and you may be aware of the way that looks, but your desire to, or your need to avoid the emotions that could come up when speaking your truth is greater than, like, it's easy just to be like, well, let them think that then, because that's easier than the truth, because the truth makes me very feel out of control, right? When we allow our emotions to arise, to do whatever they need to do, there's a surrendering to it and an allowing of it to do what it needs to do. And that can be very scary, because especially when we're very concerned about how other people receive us, right? If we're trying to portray ourselves in a certain way, and we recognize that this release of emotion, the speaking of the truth or whatever, is going to potentially distort that facade that we've been creating for ourselves. These can hold you back and also cause internal conflict, because all that emotion is like heartburn inside your body. Okay, we got flow and imagination. So meet Zephyr. She is flexible, flowing, and gentle like a light wind. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles eddies and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms with the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change, and she welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river sculpting the rocks, finding and making space to keep moving. Beautiful, flowing. Yes. And imagination. Meet Zed. He might not look like your ordinary house cat, but in fact, he is one. He doesn't come from outer space or from a far off land. He lives just around the corner. He is the maker of his own kittyverse. He is constantly recreating himself to mirror the infinite possibilities of his imagination. Today he is purple and green, but tomorrow he might be made of flowers. And the next day he might have stars for eyes. We are all in a constant state of becoming. We don't need to always stick with the familiar A, B, and C. Sometimes we can reach for Z. Yay! Yeah, this is stepping out of where you're at. If where you're at isn't filling your joy juice, filling you with joy juice, okay? Let it go, let it flow. Okay, I think we'll end this reading with some mini cards. We've got a flipper and it's a star, and this is what you need to keep at the forefront of your mind. You are a star. You were meant to shine, period, full stop, okay? And all else, your job, other than shining bright, is to housekeep, make sure that you are eliminating, processing, releasing, recycling, doing whatever you need to do to anything that is blocking or dulling your shining. Okay. Dot and dots and dots and dots and this and that one and maybe that one and have this one and have this one and okay, those two. Okay. So we've got patience. Yes, patience confirmation, all in divine timing. Okay. There's the Fool taking a leap of faith. This is trusting in your ability to fly. Okay. Release yourself from all that tether you to the ground. We've got twin flames. So that's beautiful. 11, 11 confirmation. And oh, we've got the Emperor as well. We've got the High Priestess. Okay, so doubly double confirmation. Your intuition is on point. So trust it, believe in it. Okay, and then we have this focusing, this such intense focus that it starts fires. Okay, and this is you utilizing your star power, the sun, to get things done, to burn, start a fire under your ass so you get moving, or to burn away those lingering things that need to be let go of. Okay, we've got the chariot. So fast moving energy coming your way. This is all the good things. This is what happens when you are shining as brightly as you can. You become a beacon for all of the good, balanced, beautiful things to head your way. Okay. We've got a plethora of abundance gonna be coming to you in this new world that you are creating for yourself. Okay, there's the blaze, the release, the let go of the old things that are no longer serving you. Your doubts about yourself. Float. This is you floating down the river without resistance. You know, you are admiring the sky, the feel, the sound. Those are the things that you're focusing on, not where you're going or how you're getting there. You're trusting that you are floating and that the river is flowing and that you floating upon it will get you where you need to go. Then we got connect to the nature because you are the nature. So connect with yourself. Okay, hug yourself, love yourself, but also ground yourself and be one with the nature, the natural world. And we've got the chrysalis. So this is that transformation period, that time, that when things are happening behind the scenes, right? Like you just see this chrysalis, you don't see all of the things that are happening, miraculous things that are happening within. And while you are in this chrysalis period, you are divinely protected. Okay. And this just fell, which is a double, triple confirmation of star power. Okay, because it's a starflower power, yes. And those of you on a twin flame journey, this is the ultimate of balance. This is the balance of the masculine and feminine energies within and without. This is the beautiful complementary gorgeousness. This is the two overflowing cups coming together and supersizing and tsunamiing. Okay, and this Emperor, this is about being in a state of getting it done. Right, this is the father figure. This is the mental, the thinker, the planner, the getter doner. Okay, there's the reading for today. And I'm just going to sprinkle it with a little bit of love. Alrighty, well, I hope you have a great whatever you're doing and that you're making it awesome and that you are successful in your burning away anything else that needs to be released so that you can move joyfully onto your new planet, your new world, where you shine bright and draw in and shine with all others who love, support, and shine beside you. Okay? There you have it. Love you. See you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And see you next time. Bye.